Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to Running Around with the Randolphs. Thank you for tuning in. I am Adonis, as you know. Everybody else is in the house. If you've been tuning into our videos, you know we've been doing some house, I guess you would call it remodeling. Today on the plan is the porch. We bought this house 12 years ago, and this house is 138, if I'm not mistaken, years old. When we first moved in, I did some work, and I'm not even gonna lie, then I kind of slacked off. But now I'm back into it, and that's all that matters, right? Well, I did the porch when we first moved in. We first bought the house. I covered the porch with some Lawan wood and painted it cream and all that kind of stuff. Well, after 12 years, it began to warp from the rain and all that stuff. So I tore it down. I tore it off, all the Lawan, and this is what was originally under the board. So we're going to work with that. And then on the other side, it began to crumble a little bit. See down there, it's kind of, so we're probably going to pull that off. And I'm going to take this carpet off because you see it turn green here. And this front part begin to crumble a little bit. So I'm going to pull that off. I'm going to tear this carpet off the front porch. And then we're going to replace that. Then I'm going to scrape all the loose paint off of the banister. And we're going to paint that. I'm not too sure what colors I'm going to do yet. But anyway, my mom and one of my dads, we'll get into that a little bit later. My dad, Leonard, who is my mother's husband, he's going to be helping me get this porch together. And also we're going to work on these steps. These are old steps. These are called pre-cast cement steps. And as you can see, my steps are kind of rinky-dinky. They're kind of unstable. And this bottom one has a hole in it. I put some metal over there just temporarily so nobody would lose their footing in there. But we're going to attempt to level off and fix those steps too. So when he comes, he's going to help me get all of this together. So I'm going to begin by tearing the carpet off, so at least I'll have some of it done when he gets here. And by the way, they're working on our street. They dug up the cement all the way up the street, all the way down the street, and when they finish, they just replace it with some blacktop. Tell me that don't look crazy. But they're not finished. They're going to come back and do that. But that's what this video is going to be about today. Working on the porch. Also, let me show you what we're doing in the back. We're working on planting a garden, and we're hype. We ordered some seeds. Shout out to Urban Garden Seeds, and shout out to 99heirloom.com. We ordered some seeds. We're going to be starting a garden in our backyard. We got tomatoes, kale, collard greens, peppers, leeks, all that kind of stuff in the backyard. But we have a walkway right here, and under this is brick, and I'm having a problem with weeds growing up and all that stuff. So what I did, I got some plastic. Well, I cut the weeds down, and I sprayed some weed killer, and then I took some plastic and laid the plastic all the way from the backyard gate all the way to the front. And then I put some stones over top of it just to hold it down. And then today when we go to Home Depot, I'm going to buy some mulch. And I'm going to cover this with some mulch just to try to keep them weeds from growing up and to make it look better than that old red brick. So those are the projects that we got going on. One day when we start our garden in the backyard, I'll also show you the garden too. So yeah, this is an old house with an old walkway, but it's our home, amen. So stay tuned and you'll see the work that we're going to do on the porch today. Like, comment, subscribe, And if Anaya was here, I would have her say, hit the notification bell when she's in the house. But I'm sure you'll see her later on. So stay tuned for the porch work or running around with the Randolphs. All right, family, I just wanted to come back real quick and show y'all what we did. We took out all the rotten stuff. I know it looked bad, but it ain't as bad as you think. We took out all the rotten stuff, cut it out. I chipped off all the dry paint. We cut off all the what was sticking out. And then we're going to come back, fill it all in. That's where we are right now. All right, so stay tuned. We're about to go to Home Depot. About to go to Home Depot and get the stuff that we need. We're going to come back and finish the work. Thanks for tuning in. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, y'all. Your boy is psyched today. Why am I psyched? I get to go to the barbershop. This is Saturday, the first Saturday I've been able to go to the barbershop in about a month. I've been home. I mean, thank God that I decided to start my dreads, but man, I've been trying to trim down my sides and shape up my back and do my beard and all that stuff on my own. Thank God I don't have a lot to do, but man, I'm psyched. So I'm on my way to the barbershop. It's been a week since we've posted a video. As you'll see, the last video I started to post got a little bit of a cold sore, a blister coming on my lip. I hate those things. And no, it ain't from nothing crazy. But you'll see last week I started a video, we were doing the porch. Well, it took me a whole week to complete it because as you saw, it was a lot of rotten stuff. But, you know, it took me a week to get it done and I got it done. So as you can see, I painted the door, painted the storm door white, painted the inside door white and put the little accent around the windows. That is to coordinate with the porch. As you can see, the porch is done. Now it's solid. Painted the railings and all of that stuff. Got the steps solid. Painted them. So yeah, so that's the porch. Everything is coming together. So as you can see, I'm still doing snap. I left my keys. So now I gotta wake Tina up and ask her to give me my keys. I can't go nowhere without my keys, right? But today I'm going to the barber shop. Then we're gonna be doing some stuff in the yard, getting our garden together. So we're gonna share a little bit of that. All right, so tune in. I'm on my way to the barber shop to get these gray hairs plucked out, trimmed down, and we're gonna come back home and get the Randolph garden together. Thank y'all for tuning in to Running Around with the Randolphs. Gotta get these keys. I walked out without my keys. Look, I had to wake her up to get my keys. I'm talking to the people. She's tired. It's 7:30 in the morning. All right, now I gotta find my keys. I don't even know where they are. So when you come home and just put stuff down anywhere. All right, let me find these keys so I can get on the road and get to the barbershop.
Toilet paper. I homeschool.
Hey, I finally found my keys. Took me about 10 minutes of looking for them. I was all in the backyard because I didn't know where I left them. I thought they would be in the backyard because I was in the backyard trying to take in all the stuff that I needed. I had bought a whole bunch of, I bought some potting mix, some fertilizer. We got some containers. That's where we're gonna start our garden, in containers. and got all that stuff I took to the back. So I thought in doing that I left my keys in the back. But Tina, as half asleep as she is, found my keys on the coffee table, and I was looking right there and didn't see them. Anyway, I'm on my way to the barber shop, get these gray hairs plucked out, and it's supposed to be an awesome Saturday, a great day for gardening, they say. I was at the Walmart yesterday in the garden section, and man, everybody was in the garden section. So I guess everybody is planning on doing their gardening today. What's y'all Saturday? What y'all got planned for y'all Saturday? Whatever y'all got planned, make it productive, man. Make it productive. I'll holler at y'all in a few. Had to stop at the Wawa, get some money and maybe some coffee. And as you know, before you go in any of the stores, you got to mask up. So let me put my mask on. It's funny how, and you know, it's not being racist or anything like that, it's just the truth. It's funny how before 2 months ago, if a black man was to walk into a store with a mask on his face, it could have been a serious problem. Now, black men, you have to have a mask on your face to come into any public establishment. It's just mind-boggling to me how things work. Things that make you go, Let me put my mask on. Just want to show you my mask. All right, we back on the road to the barber shop. All right, I had to put my mask on to go back into the barber shop. When you see me, I should look a little bit younger. Should have less gray hairs. See y'all in a little bit. Yo, your boy is fresh. Got them grays knocked down. Took about 10 years off me. All right. I gotta run some errands. I'm gonna go to the natural store, the Newark Natural Food Store. Gonna pick up some just egg. You guys seen me make that before. That's the egg scramble that we use, egg substitute scramble. I gotta go get some of that. pick up a couple other things there. Maybe I'll take you inside with me and show you what kind of stuff they have there. It's a really cool store. They got a whole bunch of natural herbs and vitamins and products that are good for your health. Then after that, we're going to go home. Hopefully Anaya and Tina is up. We eat some breakfast, and then we're going to check out the Randolph Garden. I'm at Newark Natural Foods. Been sitting in the parking lot for a good while. Got here a little early. So I've been sitting in the car for about 10 minutes. But they're open now. I'm about to go in and grab a couple things. Take you with me, show you around in the store. And that's it. I was on my way in, stopped to look at some of the vegetables and plants they got. You know, we getting our garden together. Just looking at different things that we could probably use inside our garden. Stop to look before I go into the store. So I'm back in the car. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to take you guys inside Newark Natural Foods with me. It's still crazy how today people still look at you crazy when you're walking around with your camera. People still don't understand that we're in a time where people vlog and people have channels, you know, that they're recording for. So people still look at you like you're doing something crazy. So unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to record in the store. People looking at you crazy when you come in and all that kind of stuff. So I just didn't record. But anyway, let me show you what I ended up getting. I showed you that I was looking at some of those plants because we're preparing our garden. So this is what I got, and you'll see them better as we plant them. I got 2 tomato. I got some broccoli seeds and tomato seeds, but I wanted to get some plants. I was watching this guy on YouTube. His channel is Lead Farmer 73, and he says it's also good to get some starter plants while you're waiting for your seeds to germinate. So that way, if your seeds don't germinate or they take a long time to germinate, you already have some plants that started. So what I did was I got some early grow or early pick tomatoes. Well, this is the broccoli right here. This is a gypsy broccoli plant. I got 2 of those, 2 plants apiece. And I got 2, trying to be gentle with them. I got 2 early pick tomato plants. So we're going to put those in the garden along with our seeds. And what I also got from Newark Natural Food is the egg scramble that you guys seen before. I got 2 of these. I got some Daiya. No, I thought it was Daiya. It's not Daiya. It's still dairy free. Got some So Delicious cheddar shreds, and I got a package of the Tofurky plant-based Italian sausage. So that's what I ended up getting here at Newark Natural Foods. And then I had to pay my membership dues, like $10. So that's what I got here at Newark Natural Foods. So now I'm on my way home. It's 9:19. Good start to the day early. Got a lot of things done already. Got my hair cut. Got some little bit of shopping done. Ready to go home and get this work in. Yeah, it's a great day. Great day. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I was on my way home and I decided to stop at Aldi's. And as you can imagine, from the last video I did a while back, they got people lined up outside, and it's that way again. And this line is really long. But we need a couple of things at the house, and as you know, Aldi's is one of the places that we shop. So I'm gonna go in there and wait in this line. Almost there. Almost to the door. Almost there. Just a little bit more to go.
Keep going.
Even after about 15 minutes. All right, back in the car. Total trip to Aldi's about an hour. But it is what it is, what we got to deal with in this time. So now I'm on my way back home. Almost feel bad for those people. Psych. I don't feel bad for them. I had to wait in the line too. It's just unreal, man. The situation that we find ourselves in. All right, on my way home. Let's go! It's a beautiful day, man. Got me some pistachios. Get it home. What's up, family? I had to remind myself that I'm supposed to be showing you what I had to deal with in my backyard. Now, keep in mind, I haven't cut the grass since the winter, and then we had a lot of rain here in Delaware and the grass started growing. When we moved in, me and my dad put this fence up. There's this tree behind where we live that grows a crazy amount of vines, and the vines have grown all over my fence, and I'm pulling those down before I cut the grass. So I've started pulling a lot of the vines down, and they're laying on top of the grass. So when I show you what I'm working, it's going to look really bad. But keep in mind, it's a lot of the vines that I pulled off of the fence that are laying on the grass. So it's really not as bad as it looks. I'm pulling the vines down, I'm going to bag them up, then I'm going to cut the grass, and then we're going to work on our garden. So just want to give you guys an idea of what we're doing on this Saturday, besides everything else that I did earlier. But this is what we're working with. See, I got all that overgrowth there, but all this right here is all vines that I pulled down, so it's really not that bad. So I'm just continuing to pull all the vines off the fence. See, it caused my fence to lean forward over there, so I'm gonna jump over the fence, clean up back there, and try to see if I can fix the fence going back. But I'm gonna clear all that vinage up all over here and all down there and all over there, and I'm gonna cut the grass, and then I'm gonna clean this area up so I can salvage some soil to mix with our potting mix to get our garden started. So just wanted to have and give you a real quick overview, or a before view of what I'm doing now, and then so you can see what it looks like after I'm done, and then when you see us preparing our garden. All right, stay tuned. Hey family, came back at y'all. It's about 3-4 hours later. I got a story to tell y'all, but we'll save that for another time. When I last left you guys, I told you I had to clean up the backyard, which I did. You see all the weeds are removed from the fence. The grass is cut down. I dug up where I said I was going to dig up to get some dirt to use for our garden. I moved all the grills over here against the fence. And now I have all of our containers set up where we're going to put our seeds at. So now Tina and Anaya are out here. We're about
repellent.
Anaya put on some stinky
Mosquito repellent.
mosquito repellent. if the mosquitoes is like me, they ain't gonna come nowhere near that stuff. Stink got me sneezing. But anyway, we're about to make our dirt, our soil rather, to put in our containers. And then we're going to distinguish what seeds we're going to put in our containers. Then we're going to water them. And then I'm going to put some weed killer on the grass. And that's going to be the last thing we do. So we got our potting mix here. Got 2 big bags and a small bag. We got some fertilizer. And I got some dirt and leaves and stuff I pulled up from the yard that we're going to mix with all this so we can have enough dirt to fill all of our containers. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be filling up the bins with the dirt, and then I and Tina are going to mix it up so they can be nice and mixed up really good, and then we can plant our seeds in it. So I just want to show you guys what we got so far and how the progress I made with the yard, and then we'll show you guys once we get our containers filled up, get our seeds in there, and then we get our container labels on them so that we know what's in our containers, and hopefully we get it growing. And also we're going to plant the starter plants that you saw me get from Newark Natural Foods as well. So y'all want to say anything before we get to work, y'all?
I love green thumb work.
Hello.
Okay.
I love green thumb work.
All right, and y'all, I got to tell y'all this story about, I'll tell you it on another video, but it was the reason why it took so long. Had an altercation while I'm trying to clean my house, but that's for another place and time. But yeah, let us do this because we're kind of losing sunlight, so we're going to get this done so we can get back with you guys. All right, so stay tuned. What's going on, family? It is 10 o'clock at night, and we're just getting done with filling our containers and fertilizing them and planting our seeds and getting them tagged and labeled. So it's kind of too dark in the backyard right now to really show you the complete finishing of the cleaning up of the backyard and the planting of the seeds. So I'm gonna wrap the video up here, and then tomorrow morning before we have church, I'm going to go outside and get a video of the containers and show you what we planted in them and show you the finished cleaning up of the backyard and all that our day entailed. So I'll probably be the first person in YouTube history to take 3 days to make one video, but it is what it is. So until tomorrow, good night. Big night. Good Sunday morning.
Good morning.
We came out to check on our containers. Since we said when we got done last night, it was 10 o'clock at night and it was dark. So now we want to show you how the backyard is cleaned up, got all them weeds and stuff out. The backyard looks pretty good. Straightened up the grill and stuff. And here are our containers. We were all working on them last night. Anaya got tired and went in the house, and me and Tina stayed out here and finished. So we're going to tell you what's in it, and then we're going to wrap up the video so it don't be too long. In this first container here, Anaya had a, what was it, radish you said?
Yes.
Had a radish pod that she was given at school. So we put that in there along with the roots of a bush that they gave me for Father's Day. So we're going to let that grow back up. We put some fertilizer and all that stuff inside there. And then here is the first container is some kale seeds. Second container is leek seeds. Third container is cabbage. Then we have cauliflower. Over there is lettuce. Here in this container we put some broccoli. The seeds are in the front, and in the back are the plants that you saw me buy. So we put the 2 broccolis in the same container. And then here we have tomatoes in this container here. The Rutger tomato seeds are in the front, and then in the back are what they call easy pick tomatoes. So we still got a whole bunch of seeds that we're going to plant. We got to get more containers, and we got to get more soil because I bought 2 big bags of soil and a small bag, and it still wasn't enough. And we even at the bottom put sticks and leaves so they can kind of compost at the bottom. I saw that on a YouTube channel. They said that helps the soil, but it still ended up not being enough. So we're going to get some more containers, and we're going to get some more soil. And we have green beans, we have kale, we have more kale, we have green beans, we have some collard greens, we got a whole bunch of other seeds. We got so this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 containers, and we got enough for 7 or 8 more different containers of seed to plant. So just trying to get our little garden, our little container garden started. I would have put them in the ground, but I don't trust this ground. This ground has so many weeds, so many different type of weeds that grow up, that I just didn't trust it. I thought it would choke the seeds. So I dug up some ground and took out the roots and all that stuff and went through it. But then we supplemented it with the potting soil and the fertilizer to make it better. So that's where we are, and that's what we're doing. So just wanted to show you what we're doing here at running around with the Randolphs. And now we're about to go in the house. We're about to prepare ourselves for our morning worship or afternoon worship. So we're going to sign off here.
See ya.
Y'all have a blessed day.
And don't forget to never forget your bell.
Oh, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. She running in from a bug.
That's why